Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ATMC's coverage of Brunswick County basketball. We're here on the campus of West Brunswick High School for this inter-county rival matchup between the Cougars of South and the Trojans of West Brunswick. I'm Steve Prokop, and I'm with Jay Combs. Jay and I are going to be bringing you the competition tonight. We got an interesting matchup between these two teams. Jay, tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Well, it's a conference matchup for one thing, and South Brunswick Cougars are 2-10. They're 1-6 in the conference. The only victory is over these West Brunswick Trojans, so it's makeup time for West Brunswick tonight. South is coached by Travis Getty. His last game, they lost to Ashley 70-19, so they're certainly looking for some redemption here this evening. Three sophomores start for South: Tavasia Satterwhite, Denicia Thomas Price, and Abigail Spivey. So this is a young team that's out on the court for the Cougars. But if you're going to have a young team that starts, it's nice to have a couple seniors up front, and they do. And that would be Tashandria Bryant and Corrine Ryan, and she plays the center position. So if you're going to go young, it's nice to balance that out with a little experience, and they're able to do that here at South.
Right. It's going to be an interesting matchup. We talk about this all the time. You have the inter-county matchup. These kids know each other. This is pride. This is a time to put up or shut up. And it should be a fun matchup between these two teams.
Well, I think so. And for West tonight, they're 3-9, 0-7. So they're looking to get off the slide here in the Mid-Eastern Conference. They're coached by Kelly Williamson. Kelly's the interim coach here. He'll finish out this season. He's a football coach down in South Carolina. Right. He looks like a football coach. He's very stoic on the side, but I think he's really helped the girls since he's been here coaching. Size inside for West: 6'1" senior Lanani Emil, 5'10" sophomore Mackenzie Benton, and a 5'10" freshman Natyra Gore. Between those three, they average about 3/4 of the points that West Brunswick scores. And then in their backcourt, they're very experienced with the diminutive Bree Small, the 5'4" senior, who does a little bit of everything for West. 4.3 points, 4.2 boards, 3.2 assists, and 2.2 steals. She's quick, and she's very capable with the ball in her hands. So should be a fun matchup tonight, particularly since West is looking to even things up for the year in the conference against South Brunswick.
I'm looking forward to it. I know Jay is. I hope you guys enjoy this matchup. Sit back and relax, and we'll be right back at ATMC's coverage of high school basketball here in West Brunswick High School. Welcome back to West Brunswick High School, ladies and gentlemen, and ATMC TV coverage of the Lady Cougars visiting from South Brunswick and your Lady Trojans of West Brunswick. Tonight's starting lineup for South Brunswick: we have number 3 at guard, Denicia Thomas. We have number 10, Abigail Spivey. We have Tashandria Bryant, and we have Tavasia Satterwhite, and number 35, Corinne Ryan.
And for West Brunswick, Bree Small, Yana Bland, Natyra Gore, Mackenzie Benton, and Lalani Emil.
And the tip is won by West Brunswick. Ball being pushed up the court, ball being moved around. Zone defense is being set up by the Lady Cougars. Long shot from 3, in and out. Cougars come away with the number 24, Tavasia Satterwhite.
Yeah, Satterwhite's their biggest kid out there and showing her size already.
Ball knocked around. West Brunswick comes up with it. Driving to the lane, in it, off the front of the rim. Rebound, West Brunswick, counted. Number 12, Natyra Gore for the first 2 points of the game.
5'10" freshman has a real bright future ahead of her here at West. Averaging 6.5 points and 9 boards a game. That time the board plus the bucket.
West Brunswick set up in their man-to-man coverage right now. South surveying, drive down the lane, ball blocked straight up and down.
Emil, 3.5 blocks a game, and you saw that time, great timing, great anticipation, and in the right place.
Another 3 from Mackenzie's good.
Well, Mackenzie Benton.
And the ball stolen on the inbounds. Can't complete the steal.
Benton, another one of those real nice looking sophomores here for West.
Stop, pops, and drops. to Chandria Bryant for 2.
Yeah, Bryant had 11 points in the victory earlier this year, and Kelly Williamson is a football coach we told you about. He's already called a timeout with a 5-2 lead, and he's going to talk to the kids about playing defense.
Not pleased with the output right there with the easy shot from just inside the top of the key. 6:38 to go. You're up 5-2, and you're calling a 30-second timeout. We've seen a bunch of games here, Jay, this year so far, and I can honestly say you have seen an improvement on the quality of play as the girls are playing.
Oh, much tighter, much more intense. And the kids are starting to, I think they're starting to adapt to Coach Williamson and his style and philosophy of play.
And there are 2 different philosophies. I mean, the previous coach was a much more laid-back individual, and he obviously coming with the football background is a lot more intense. South is going to stick with that zone defense and has come up big for them with the steal.
Yeah, the one thing West needs to do is to handle the basketball a little better. They're still have a tendency to turn the ball over.
3-point shot, no good. Ball tipped back. Should be a backcourt violation. That's right. It looks like West Brunswick kind of lost control there for a second and was unable to pick up the open girl at that for the 3-point shot.
Brunswick's going to stay in this 3-2, and that's going to let McKenzie go to the corner to shoot.
Strong rebound again by West Brunswick. And Tyra Gore coming up big for them.
And that's going to let Gore does what she does real well, which is attack the glass and get the putback.
Ball was knocked out of bounds by West Brunswick. They put some pressure here, a little forecourt man-to-man ball. Long pass down court, driving the lane. Good stop on the defense. Strong move, no good. Bree comes away with the rebound, pushing it up the court.
Emil did a nice job that time of not picking up the foul, and a real good look by Bree Small that time.
Finished off strong by Natalia. Good rebound, good boxing out by West Brunswick again.
West
Coach asking you to slow down the speed a little bit.
Sorry, Steve. West had a tough week last week, and looks like that day off yesterday on Monday, they put some practice in. Nice pass inside.
Traveling violation. Ball's going to go underneath. Again, man-to-man pressure. Oh, they're going to get called for the blocking foul there.
You hear Coach Williamson talking about move your feet. When you play defense, you must move your feet. You got to get in position to defend.
Foul's called on Yana Bland, her first personal foul, team's first personal foul. West is going to keep up this pressure right here, see if they can handle it. Drive down the baseline, shot from the baseline, in and out. Coming away with the rebound is West again. They've got an open man up ahead. She can't make it. Ball kicked out of bounds right there by number 3, Denisha Thomas.
Another nice board that time by Gore. She averages 2.8 rebounds. I think she's got 3 already.
Coach asking the ball to be swung around the perimeter there. Now back to the top of the key. Bree Small over to the side, looking down low. Shots open. Just off the backside of the rim. Strong rebound right there by number 35, Corinne Ryan. They're pushing the pace right there. Denisha was looking for an open girl on the outside perimeter and just missed her target.
Well, West is really dictating pace here this evening. They're trying to be aggressive defensively. They're trying to push the ball up court offensively, and so far doing pretty well with a 9-2 lead here in the first quarter of action.
Wholesale changes for West Brunswick High School. Now running the point guard right now is number 13.
That's Logan Locklear. She's a freshman who came up last week from the junior varsity. A lot of high hopes for this kid. She's a good shooter.
And she does handle the ball well. She does make some of those freshman mistakes, but she's learning, and you can see she has a good understanding of the game, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, and the only way you get better is by playing, and you can play in practice, but it's not the same as in a game.
Ball moved up with big long passes right there to beat that press. Number 35, Corinne Ryan, was fouled on the play. Foul's called on number 31. There's some question as to the foul was called on.
Well, yeah, and I think there's some problems with the book.
There's not number 15 in the book.
There's some controversy here as to who is actually in the book as far as numbers.
Yeah,
looks like there's going to be a technical foul called on West Brunswick.
It could very well end up being, and it looks like it will be, a technical foul assessed against the West Brunswick bench for not having all the names of the players and the numbers in the book. So Ryan for South is going to shoot
half of the
a
technical
couple
is
of
no
free
good.
throws, yeah.
So the technical foul did not cost them. Both free throws were missed. Now number 3, Denisha Thomas Price, will be going to the line to shoot for the foul that was called earlier. First half is good. Second half, no good.
So Price hits 1 of 2, and South retains possession.
South pushes the ball up, a little running one-hander, no good. Rebound. Pulled away by West Brunswick, pushing the ball up the court. Number 14, Rodesha Daniels. Ball stolen on the skip pass. Again, they're passing the ball up court. Open layup right there. Number 3, Denisha Thomas Price.
Yeah, and a real good look by Spivey that time. Had her head up the entire way, pushed the ball forward, and Thomas Price finishes the play for the bucket.
Ball being worked around the perimeter by Caitlin Bellamy. Tipped away. Again, ball being pushed up the court. Logan looked like she had the steal, but then lost it out of bounds. Last touch by South.
The freshman Lockley are doing a real good job that time of getting back on defense and actually stop that break, resulting in the turnover for South. We got the first team starters back in to see if the passes aren't quite so errant.
Deep 3 backboard shot. You got to call that Mackenzie Benton for 3.
2 threes in the quarter for Benton. Big kid, but she can step out and shoot.
That time, South Brunswick beat the press pretty easily right there. The ball being pushed up by Tachandria. From the baseline, no good. West pulls down. Bree's going to pull it up and slow it down a little bit. Yeah, 3:26 to go, 12-5. West Brunswick with the lead.
Smart move by Small and Benton. Ooh, in and out.
That was a foul resulting from hustle. She's going after the ball right there and kind of got stuck.
Well, you'll take those fouls of hustle and desire and effort, right? It's the ones that when you just give up the basketball for no good reason you don't like.
The press beaten by the dribble that time, but stopped from the penetration inside.
Benton's playing really well, and Emil goes up strong too.
Leilani really went for the block on that one, got a little too much skin.
Well, if South is going to go inside to score tonight, they're going to have some difficulty with these bigger athletic kids that West can put in the game.
Foul's called on number 23, Leilani Emil, her first personal foul. First half good of the free throw by Tachandria.
So Bryant with 3 again in the victory South had over West back in December. She had 11 points to lead all scorers.
Rachel Neville checking into the game for the Lady Trojans. Jump ball called, locked up there. Possession arrow stays with the Cougars.
Yeah, it's a nice effort that time by Satterwhite. She got position ahead of Rachel Neville and was able to secure the rebound.
Strong move down the lane, doesn't in and out, goes up strong again, gets her own rebound, finally fouled. That was good work right there by Corinne.
Excellent work that time by Ryan. 3 shots that time. Just got finished complimenting West on their rebounding, and that time they gave up 3 offensive rebounds. You can't do that and expect to come out ahead.
Foul called on Natalia Gore, her first personal foul. First half of the 2 shots is no good. Checking into the game for the Lady Trojans is Logan Locklear. 2:56 to go in the first quarter, 12-6. Trojans are up. Second half up and good.
Bryant 1 for 4 from the charity stripe here in the first quarter.
Ball worked around the baseline. Locklear can't handle the pass. Counterattack by the Cougars. Stopped at first. Traveling violation. That was good pressure right there to kind of force that turnover right there.
Yeah, Corrine got caught in between, but obviously 35, Corrine Ryan. Now she's one of the seniors that starts for South. She was going to the hole hard that time.
Down low to Neville, looking around, kind of stuck right there. There was nobody open. She tried to get it underneath. The hole was not there. Ball long pass down. She stops, drops, a little bit long. They still come away with the rebound. Strong move down the middle and good. Tachandria Bryant, 2 points.
A couple of buckets and a free throw for Bryant here in the first quarter, and South slowly making their way back into this game, only down 3.
South staying with that zone. Locklear can beat that zone with that shot right there.
You West Brunswick fans, get used to that, because I think over the next 4 years you're going to see a lot of those shots from Logan Locklear. That's
a little carry violation right there. I think she was surprised that she had to dribble the ball up the court in hopes to beat the press.
Now Satterwhite's got $1 million smile, and she almost smiled her way through that time with the official, but he had to call it. Was right in front of her.
15-9. Trojans are up right now. Bree Small starting the offense, kicking it over there to Yana Bland. Down low,
Nice
Yamil's
look.
wide open. That's a nice look right there.
Bland to Emile. Bland, 10th grader. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, she's a 9th grader. Holy moly.
Strong move right there, Corinne Ryan again.
They got to do something about keeping Ryan away from the basket. She's starting to assert herself inside.
Bree Small, little back and forth right there. A little too strong. South comes away.
Yeah, but that's a shot obviously Benton can hit, and Coach Williamson is encouraging her to take it.
Good defense right there with the steal. Bland's going to take it all the way up. No good, but West right there for the rebound. Up again. They come away with the rebound 3rd time. Bland's going to try to find somebody down low, and she loses it. That's it. Last touched. Oh, we're going to get a foul call.
Well, the Trojans did everything right that time except finish it, put the ball in the basket, had some good looks, just weren't able to convert.
Foul called on Yana Bland, her 2nd personal foul. They are into the bonus right now. We're going to shoot 1-1 down at the other end. Looking at the scoreboard, a little surprised to see the fouls in this situation right now with West Brunswick up 17-11. They have 17 personal fouls, and South Brunswick 0. You don't see that every day, Jay.
Particularly at home. Okay.
First half of the 1-1's no good. The foul doesn't hurt them too much. Ball being pushed up the court by McKenzie. Gives it to her point guard. She says, I'm going to take it right here. Off the backboard, no good. McKenzie with strong rebound. Can't get it to go. And point guard Corinne Ryan is moving the ball up the court quite handily. Bree Small, smallest girl on the court, comes away with a strong rebound, looking for somebody down court, and there is nobody.
Yeah, it really helps when your guards come back to defend and rebound.
That was a nice open shot right there by Yana. It just didn't go in.
Yeah, Yana's got to take that shot if it's available. That's a wide open shot from the top of the key. She's going to make that. And wholesale substitutions for West. Williamson is just shuffling them back in and out.
And we haven't had a break in action here other than the free throws since that first timeout just a couple seconds into the game.
West in a zone defense now. Show them a little different look.
20 seconds to go here. The ball's going to be marked down low, and she gets the foul.
Thus far in the first quarter, Steve, nobody on West has been able to handle Corrine Ryan. She has had her way inside. She's got 3 points, but she's had a lot more shots.
A senior Ryan there coming with the experience, obviously has played in these games a number of times throughout her career. Misses the first half of the 2 shots.
Yeah, it's going to be her 6th free throw, and we're still in the first quarter.
Second half's good. 17.5 left to go in the first quarter. Let's see how West Brunswick handles these last 17 seconds. Kicked outside to the wide. Looking down in the middle. Cutting down the middle is open. Nice drive. Can't finish it, but it was right there. Good offense. Jumping up. Ball's going to stay with the possession of West Brunswick.
Yeah, Allie Ryan got off a good shot, had a good cut, and look, Williamson running him in and out again. He's got 6 seconds. He wants his first team unit in there to get this last shot.
See if they can work the ball around enough to get a good shot off. That's a good shot right there for 3. Just comes up short. No rebound. Goes to South. And that'll be it for the first quarter. 17-12 at the end of the first quarter here at West Brunswick High School and ATMC TV's coverage of this inter-county rival. We'll be right back after these messages.
We are ATMC TV, Channel 3 and HD Channel 910, your community channel.
Welcome back to West Brunswick High School, ladies and gentlemen. Just the start of the second quarter, 17-12. The Trojans on top right now of the Cougars. Ball moved around the perimeter, kicking around to try to beat that zone defense. They go down low, ball off the back of the rim. Bree goes up strong with the rebound. No good. Gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Mai. They're working the ball around well. Here's a Y over 3, little long.
Now the big difference so far in this game is the 3-point shooting for West Brunswick. Benton's got 2 3-point shots. Locklear has 1. And South has none.
And there's your first one, and it's good.
That's a stroke. That's Spivey, and she looked really good on that shot.
Abigail awfully confident on that shot. Wide open. She took advantage of it. Ball knocked away. Now ball being pushed up by South Brunswick. Going to take the second time. Up. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Strong rebound. Kick back out wide. Now back to her after the rebound. Good move to the middle. Little one-hander. No good. Emil comes away with it and is fouled.
Well, Emil staying back to get the rebound. Spivey's shot that time wasn't as much in its regular motion as the first 3. And when you get into a routine, shooters like to shoot that way. That time she had a little too much time to line it up and still had a good shot. Just didn't go in.
We're 9 minutes into the ball game, and that's the first foul called on South Brunswick. That was called on Tavisha Satterwhite. Pass down low was no good for West Brunswick. Wide open for 3, and it's good. Denisha Thomas-Price from deep.
Well, yeah, it's how quickly the 3 can get you back in the game. They're suddenly only down. They being South only down by 1 point.
Bree Small with the wide open. No, kicks it down low. Wide open layup. Misses. Ball knocked out of bounds by West Brunswick.
West did a great job that time of penetration with a pass inside the Gore. Tyra got a good shot off, just couldn't finish. You got to be able to finish these plays.
Good cross-court pass, but she gets caught traveling right there. Shuffled the feet, trying to make a move.
That time you hear Coach Getty for South saying, "Good swing, good swing." A lot of times when you can swing the ball from one area of court to the other, you'll end up with a decent shot.
Good skip pass down low. Emil Strong with the layup, and good off the backboard.
Yeah, Emil with the good hands that time, coming up with the loose ball and then able to give it a nice kiss off the glass.
Trojans have changed up their defense. Instead of that man-to-man pressure that they had running on the first quarter, we've gone to the zone defense, try to shut down that low play by Corinne. It seems to work that time. Bree Small driving the lane. Wide open shot for Emil outside, and she shuffles her feet.
Well, not a bad thought that time by Leilani, because she shot the ball from outside plenty of times this evening. That time the shot fake puts the ball on the floor, but she shuffled her feet.
5:33 left to go in the second quarter. 19-18, West up by 1. Tough pass down in the center, didn't go, but they get a good bounce, and Tashandra comes away with a nice little jumper from about 10 feet.
7 points for Bryant, right place, right time, and South has jumped back into this game.
Shot was there, she just didn't want to take it. Ball worked back out to the top of the key. Bree Small going to set up the offense and run it again. Run the play. Drives the lane down low. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the possession of the Trojans.
Yeah, Bree just wasn't under control that time and trying to catch the ball and move down the inside the lane. West fortunate to retain possession.
Inbounds to Bree Small just outside of the arc. She's driving around, looking for somebody open. That's a deep shot right there. Ball off the back of the rim. South Brunswick comes away with it. 3 deep shot. In and out, no good. Emil comes up with it and it's foul.
Well, South has clearly adapted to this zone, and they're fanning out to the wings to get open shots, and they've actually hit 2 threes here in the second quarter to narrow this lead.
First foul on Corinne Ryan, her first, the team's second in the second quarter alone. They didn't have any fouls called on them in the first quarter. A couple changes for West Brunswick. A Locklear back in there, hopefully a shooting guard situation, as well as number 32, Brittany Taylor. They're really looking for that skip pass, trying to get the ball down low. Bree drives to the middle, bank shot off the side, goes after her own rebound, comes up strong. Ball being moved much better right there. Locklear for 3, good.
Logan Locklear with her second triple of the game. And the more she shoots, the more confidence I think she's going to get as they go in.
Ball's in and out. Still gets strong rebound right there. Kicks it back out for a wide open 3. She designs it. A skip pass to the top of the key. Locklear deflects it. Comes up with a jump ball situation. Good hustle right there.
Coach Williamson likes that. That looks like a fumble and a loose ball. Let's get down on the ground and get it. That's what Locklear did that time. Possession error goes to South.
They're really compacting that zone down deep, trying to stop Corinne from getting the ball. It doesn't work this time. She makes a nice move, little turnaround half hook shot for a basket.
Yeah, if they're able to get the ball inside to Ryan with every white shirt inside the paint, South's going to do all right.
Little bump foul right there against South Brunswick. Foul's going to be called on number 24. Devasia Satterwhite, her second personal foul. Going to be possession underneath.
And I think we got a timeout on the floor.
Coach is going to take a full timeout right here with 3:24 and the score 22-22. We got a good ball game going here, Jay.
Yeah, we got a real good game. Again, there was a 16-point difference when they played earlier this season. Obviously, West has gotten better. South took a pretty good punch to come out here tonight, and they're coming back much better. And we got a 22-22 game. 6 points for Mackenzie Benton, 6 points for Logan Locklear, 6 points for Thomas Price. They are the leading scorers in the game so far, and the three-point shot has been a big shot here this evening.
We got a nice crowd out here at West Brunswick High School in this inter-county matchup. The fans are already packed in here. We're not even at a halftime of the girls' game. It normally takes a little bit to get ready for the boys' basketball game.
Well, West Brunswick does a real good job of supporting their Trojans. And there's a pretty good crowd here that's come over from Southport area to support South Brunswick.
Ball's going to be inbounds down low. Ball kicked out wide. Bland looks go right back down to Yamil. She gets stuck there. Good defense. Kicks it back out to Bree. They're going to get caught on her traveling violation. She slid that foot a little bit.
Well, that's good defense that time by South because it was a good entry pass to Emile. She wanted to turn and go to the basket, but she couldn't. Now, she did have the ability to kick the ball back out, but they picked up the travel.
West Brunswick staying with that zone defense and a slat block, and then a traveling violation. She kind of fell asleep for a second.
Denisha Thomas-Price was wondering where in the world did Benton come from. She thought she was all by herself, and turns out she wasn't.
Bria Bland checking into the game for West Brunswick. I'm sorry, for West Brunswick. Down low to Bland. She gets fouled, and no basket. She's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
Now Bria Bond, another big kid, down inside for West Brunswick. West has been able to get the ball on the first pass in deep to the basket a lot of times here this evening.
First half's good. That foul was called on Tajandria Bryant, her first personal foul. Team's 5th in the first half.
First free throw of the game for West Brunswick.
Second one a little strong, comes out long. Now they've got a 2-on-1 break. She can't handle the pass, and West Brunswick gets lucky on that one right there.
Thomas Price with the good delivery that time.
Wide open 3, nothing but net. Number 20, Mackenzie Benton. That's her second.
I get the feeling that Coach Williamson told Benton, told Locklear, told Emile, you guys got a chance to shoot the 3, shoot the rock. I have confidence that you can make it.
Good strong move down low. Misses but comes up with a rebound. Number 24, Tavasia Satterwhite, she finishes it off.
Yeah, nice board by Tavasia that time, but a real nice post move by Corinne Ryan.
Good drive right down the middle. She can't finish, but it was a good move. Mackenzie gets it out, kicks the ball around. Ball's being worked around the perimeter very well right now by West Brunswick.
Benton's looking for that stripe every time, Steve. She was under the basket and dribbled it out to the 3-point line.
The zone defense is smothering. Ball bounces around. West comes away with it, kicks it back out. She's going to take the shot again. In and out, can't get it to drop.
Boy, Yana was dead on that time. It just didn't fall through.
She had the shot. It was wide open. I don't mind her taking that shot. Good steal. Now she's got the breakaway. Can she finish it off? In and out. Bree Small comes away with the rebound.
That's great effort by Small that time. Really solid effort.
Setting the offense back up. South is into that zone defense again. Looking for the seams in the zone. Yana kicks it back to Bree. Coach doesn't like what he sees. Guns end up getting a timeout.
I know this guy, Kelly Williamson, doesn't think of himself as a basketball coach, but I think he does one heck of a job of sensing when his team is getting a little out of control, right? And not executing and not doing, whether it be offensively or defensively. And he'll go for that timeout to settle them down, catch their breath, and get their heads back in the game.
You could see they were standing around. There was really no movement. There wasn't ball movement. There wasn't movement by the players. And he sensed that we're not running our offense. I've been very impressed with this first half so far as the offense and the ball movement that they have been running. Not something that we've seen out of them most of the year.
Well, again, and I think you mentioned something about it earlier on in pregame. They're a much improved basketball team since he's gotten involved at the head coaching position. Much more intense team, much more precise team. They start to cut down these turnovers and they start to finish the shots a little more. They're going to be all right. And there's a good basis to build on here with all these young players.
Yana takes a shot from deep, a little bit long. Just under 50 seconds left to go in the first half. Skip pass, now down back low. Strong move on the baseline. They seal up. They're preventing her from getting that shot off. Good strong move, turnaround, no good. And we're going to get jump ball.
Well, that's a pretty good physical matchup between Corrine Ryan of South Brunswick and Bria Bond for West. They're both about the same size, and they're going at it pretty good inside. It was good defense that time by the Mill to drop back from the weak side and help support.
Open three. Boom.
Now Mackenzie Benton, 4 threes on the game, Steve, and she looks like she's going to make every one.
Can they answer on the other end of the court? No. Long rebound. Yana comes away with it. No numbers. Looks like she realizes it and pulls it up. Smart move right there. Kicks the ball back out to Bree. Sees her down low. Makes strong move up. Oh. And he calls the foul before the end of the half. She's going to go to the line and get 2 shots.
A nice pass inside to Bria Bond. She presented herself as a target with a nice catch turn. Didn't make the basket, but she's going to shoot 2.
Foul was called on Anisha Thomas-Price. Her first personal foul, but that's a good strong move right there at the end of the half to get that shot off with a few seconds left to go. First half no good. Second half no good. So we're going to end the first half. Very good ball game we have here, ladies and gentlemen. 29-24. The Lady Trojans of West Brunswick, after taking the first quarter lead, allowing South Brunswick to get back into the game. Now they spread it back out to a little 5-point lead here, and I like what I'm seeing, Jay.
6 3-point shots for West. That's the real difference in this game. And South, tough inside, particularly Corrine Ryan. She's got 6 points, but she's given them a lot of opportunities to score in the paint. It has been a very entertaining first half.
So with 29-24 here at West Brunswick High School on ATMC TV's coverage of Brunswick County basketball, we'll be back for the second half action just shortly.
ATMC TV works hard to bring you the best in local programming for Brunswick and Columbus counties. Our goal is to provide local programming that is interesting, informative, and entertaining to the residents of our area. ATMC TV also offers all their information at atmctv.com. Find out when your favorite shows are airing, watch current ATMC TV episodes, check the local bulletins, or even submit a public service announcement about your organization. Be sure to check us out on the web at atmctv.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to West Brunswick High School and ATMC TV's coverage of Brunswick County basketball. The Lady Cougars versus the Lady Trojans. Jay, give us a little rundown of what the first half statistics were.
Well, 29-24 West, and 18 of those points came from the three-point strike. 4 threes in the first half for Mackenzie Benton, the 5'10 sophomore forward, and a pair of threes for Logan Locklear, a freshman guard. Both these kids can shoot real well from the outside. For the visitors from South Brunswick, 7 points for Bryant and 6 apiece for Thomas, Price, and Ryan. Ryan particularly impressive inside the paint, getting a lot of second shots and a lot of opportunities and creating additional shots for her Cougar teammates.
Little interesting statistics. In the first quarter, there was not one foul called on South Brunswick. In the second quarter, there wasn't one foul called on West Brunswick. So a little balance there by the referees, or just a different way the game was being played. But we've got a good ball game here, 29-24 to start the second half. Looks like West Brunswick's going back to the modified man-to-man with a little zone kick. Ball's worked around, missed shot, comes away with the rebound. Natalia Gore pulls it down, and we're losing the lights.
Okay.
I think some.
So that I've been here a couple of times when that's happened, and generally it's somebody just accidentally hit the light switch on the wall. But it's kind of cool.
I'm just grateful that we don't have to wait 15 minutes for them to come back on.
This is correct.
West Brunswick's going to bounce right back from that light outage. Ball is in and out by McKenzie. She doesn't sink it. South Brunswick pushing the ball up the court, driving the lane.
Yeah, I think Benton can shoot in the light or the dark. So. light preferred.
3-shot, no good. Ball comes down. Abigail pulls down the rebound, kicks it back outside, and she shuffles her feet again. She sees the move and makes it prior to actually moving the feet or dribbling the ball.
That's just you gotta slow, you gotta hurry up, but you gotta wait, you know. And
in and out off the backside again. Mackenzie's going for it. I like it.
I think Coach Williamson does too. He wants them to take those open three-point shots.
They break the pressure, driving the lane. Nice shot off the backboard there. Denisha Thomas-Price comes away with 2.
Yeah, that's a very aggressive and athletic move. At Thomas Price, only a 10th grader. A lot of youth on this South Brunswick team, just as it is for West.
Off the back of the rim, just a little bit strong.
They're banging them up from the three-point line.
Abigail's going to go coast to coast. No, she kicks it off. Open man, little running one-hander, no good. Ball tipped back out. She gets the rebound, and she's going to take the open 3. Again, off the back of the rim. Yana comes away with the rebound. She's going coast to coast. Can't finish it. Bree Small with the rebound. Off the backboard. She can't finish it, and we're going to jump ball.
Well, Spivey showing some tricks on down the other end behind her back with a good kick out and not able to convert. And down this end, isn't it amazing how Small, being the smallest person on the court most times, comes up with as many rebounds as she does. 4.2 average for a kid that's only 5'4" to begin with.
She has a lot of good basketball instincts there, and she doesn't give up on plays. She goes right after the position. Abigail comes away with the steal. She's going coast to coast. Ball tipped away by Yana at the last second.
Yeah, Yana Blond and Tyra Gore for West both had nice floor games in the first half.
Quick inbound, got an open shot, but it doesn't fall. West comes away with it. Bree Small pushing the ball off the court, and then ball bounces it off of her knee.
Well, Satterwhite that time played good defense. She didn't get too out of control. Had good position, was able to get her hand on the ball and knock it off of Bree's knee.
Randasia and Locklear coming into the game. Logan.
Logan Locklear, the precocious freshman, a couple of threes in the first half.
Kind of a token man-to-man pressure and a carry on that.
And Thomas Price gets called for the carry, a call that isn't probably made enough. So kudos to the official for going ahead and calling that play.
You mean I can't put my hand underneath the ball and then bring it on top?
You know, was it you that was telling me how many points would Pistol Pete Maravich have had, and had he been able to, you know, Jiminy Christmas. But it's you know, the college, high school, NBA. That's a good call by the official.
Looked like she was bumped, and she got away with it at first, and the referee called a foul. That's going to go against Abigail Spivey.
Yeah, Spivey, a little bump, nudge, and got picked up for the foul. I'm kind of interested in this Spivey kid. She's showing a lot of talent as well, and again, only a 10th grader.
Locklear looks down low, pass is knocked away. Going with the long ball, Abigail comes up with it, ball's tipped away. And then a foul. When Mackenzie fouls, she gets her money's worth.
Yeah. And why not? I'd really like to see that one again, simply because it appeared to me that Spivey, that wasn't just a miscue, that was an actual pass from Spivey over to her teammate Thomas Price.
Denisha is on the line for 2 shots, hits the first one. A couple changes into the game for West Brunswick.
And Williamson continues to shuffle kids in and out.
Second half good.
Stroke by Denisha Thomas Price. She's got 10 points.
1-point game here with 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Good crowd on hand here at West Brunswick High School in this inter-county matchup. Lana takes the open shot just inside the 3-point line. Ball bounces around, doesn't get the ball to drop. The Cougars coming away, pushing the ball back up the court, looks down low, no, takes the shot herself. Gets the rebound, kicks it back out. Open shot. Good. Denisha Thomas-Price for 2.
Price is hot. And give credit to Satterwhite that time for keeping that ball alive.
Mackenzie Long on the three-point shot. Denisha working the ball around. Abigail open for 3, in and out.
That's a good-looking 3, though, Steve. I think Spivey's got some game, and you're seeing glimpses of it here this evening. Only a sophomore.
Quick inbound play, open 3, no good. Cougars come away with the rebound, kicked across, skip pass, wanting one-hander, no good.
Boy, Ryan is just having her way inside.
Foul's called on number 23, Leilani Emile, her second personal foul.
We don't have size statistics for South. Obviously, Ryan, a big kid, and she's really doing a nice job of establishing position, taking up some space, and she's got pretty good hands. She's able to corral that ball, do something with it, either shooting or passing.
A lot of good second chances that she's getting, working hard down low on the boards. One of the things that obviously Coach from West has got to be looking at is a little bit better boxing out on these situations, not giving her an open shot to the ball.
Well, this is her 8th free throw of the game, which is a good indication of her ability to work inside.
Ball quickly moved up the court. Locklear open on the baseline, kicks it down low to Leilani. Good. Nice pass right there.
Well, that time Emile traveling down the lane, got in good position, and Locklear with her head up found her in the basket.
West back to that zone defense, trying to chop down low. They still work it down low, and then over the back. She had position here. Corinne worked again back into position on that rebound.
Yeah, and 2 big kids inside that time, but Leilani over the back, clearly that's the right call because of the good effort by Corrine Ryan to get good position.
And that's a quick 2 back-to-back fouls right there by Leilani. That's her 3rd personal foul. We've got just under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and she's going to have to come out and sit down for a little while. Big, quick inbound play. Corinne comes away with a nice little jumper there off the backboard.
And once again, that's Spivey on the other end directing the play. This is a nice-looking ball player.
And she comes away with another rebound. Again, good positioning down low and boxed out very nicely there.
Well, Ryan has really taken over inside.
Locklear there sitting waiting for that long shot, and that's what she got. Now Bree Small kicking the ball up the court. Pulls it back out, sets up the offense, down to the baseline. Open shot, no. Kicks it back out. Now Logan's open, no. On it, from the baseline, good. They really moved the ball well that time. She had an open shot. It looks like they had a couple open shots there and kept moving the ball around for that extra shot.
And credit Locklear that time for giving up a couple of shots to try to get it to Bland for a better shot, and Yana was able to convert.
Traveling violation called on the Cougars.
33-33, Stephen. This is a real nice basketball game. Both these teams playing much better than they did earlier in the year and as recently as last week.
And that's a credit to both of these coaches. You know, they've got some talent, yes, but you can't do what they're doing right now unless these girls are working hard and these coaches are teaching them what they need to be doing. Well,
they're teaching them and they're keeping the kids involved and interested in the game. And you know, neither team has a particularly good record or a strong record this time, but you wouldn't know it by virtue of the way both teams are putting out effort here this evening.
And we said at the top of the game here in our little pregame that this is the inter-county rivalry. This is bragging rights. These girls know each other. They played against each other growing up. Good dribbling around right there, and ends up getting the foul, going to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Well, we've talked a lot about young people here this evening, and rightfully so, because there's a plethora of good young talent on both teams. But Yana Bland is one of those quiet seniors, right, who gives you so much for this team. 6.8 points, 2.8 boards, 1.7 assists, 3.2 steals. Does it all for Coach Williamson's squad.
First half by Yana is no good. That foul was called on number 23, Zalika Flores, her first personal foul. Neville's checking into the game for West Brunswick, along with number 10, Allie Ryan. South Brunswick puts in a couple girls.
And both teams doing a good job of shuttling in players. So South Brunswick, I think, only has 9 kids on their roster.
Second half good. Checking in the game are Adasia Daniels. .233 to go here in the third quarter. I'm not sure if that was a pass or a dribble.
And what it becomes is a turnover. And that all started that time by some real aggressive defensive effort by Randasia Daniels, 5'3" junior for West Brunswick. She came out hard, pressured the ball, forced the errant pass, and West picks up the personal foul.
Foul onto Chandra Bryant, her second personal foul. Team third in the second half. Ball knocked away by the Cougars, but stays possession with the Trojans.
That's great anticipation that time by Spivey. She, first of all, knows Locklear can drain it from the three-point stripe, so she's going to overplay a little bit, but was able to anticipate that pass. Knocked it out of bounds, but still good defensive instincts in play that time by Abigail Spivey.
Nice pass down low to Leilani for 2.
Well, that's what Emile should be doing when she catches the ball inside. Finish the basket, finish the play, and she went up hard.
She sealed off the defender on the hip and had the open shot.
Big, strong kid. She can do that a lot.
Skip pass across the zone. Shot open, comes up short. McKenzie pulls it down, and then she carries the ball.
Well, she was getting ready to toss it down court, and then she looked up, and all of a sudden, Tashandria Bryant was right in her way. She tried to pull it back, but got called for the turnover.
Again, quick inbounds pass. They look to get that ball in as quickly as possible to get an open shot. Last time West Brunswick defended it. Looking down low, nobody there. That was better defense by West Brunswick. Didn't give that as many lanes opportunities for the pass right there.
Yeah, when you're trying to, you got to get the right angle to make that pass inside, and that time West did a much better job of defending. One of the few errant passes we've seen out of Spivey here tonight.
3-point game with 1:25 to go. McKenzie has the open shot. Good for 3.
No surprise that Benton, after getting a couple of minute break, comes back in and is firing them up for the 3. Your legs get tired, Steve. Get a little break, and then you get your legs back in those long shots, and you can be much more successful.
Again, West into that zone defense. Shot from the baseline. Corinne comes away with it. It's blocked and then knocked in.
Satterwhite with the bucket, but once again, it's Corrine Ryan who keeps it alive. Ryan doing an outstanding job in the paint tonight for the Cougars.
Little miscommunication there on the offensive play. It looked like Bree started to cut down the lane, and Yana was passing it to where she was.
Well, that's exactly what happened. That's what it will drive you crazy as the coach, an unforced error like that.
Found the seam in the middle of the zone there. Ball saved, thrown behind her back. Yamil comes away with it. Got 33 seconds to go. Coach asked to pull the ball back out.
And I think Coach Williamson be happy to take the last shot here, unless it's one of those wide open threes.
Looked like a free ball foul there, and then she pushed off. McKenzie got caught on the foul.
That's a tough 10-second sequence for West that time. You think they got 30 seconds, take it down, get the last shot. Worst case, you go into the locker or go into the fourth quarter with a 6-point lead. Now South has the ball and can cut the lead.
Nicely defended by West Brunswick right there. They weren't going to let her get the ball down low. Ball pushed up the court, and a nice layup by Natara Gore. Pass by Yana Bland.
Gore with the bucket, Bram with the assist.
3 seconds to go. South wasn't able to get that shot off. Everybody was yelling to get that shot off at the end of the third quarter. We're at the end of the third quarter, a 41-35 6-point game right now. The Lady Trojans over the Lady Cougars here at Brunswick High School in this intercounty matchup. ATMC TV's coverage of Brunswick County basketball. We'll be right back.
We are ATMC TV, Channel 3 and HD Channel 910, your community channel.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ATMC TV coverage of the Lady Trojans and Lady Cougars. Jay would have got some totals here for 3 quarters of basketball and his excellent basketball game between the two teams.
Yeah, some great shooting, particularly from Mackenzie Benton for West Brunswick. 5 3-point baskets, 15 leads the game in scoring. Denisha Thomas-Price, 12 points for South Brunswick.
Ball worked down low to Corinne. She passes to nobody's there. Good save by Abigail. She saves it before it goes to back court. Open shot. Good. DeShandra Bryant for 2.
That puts Bryant up to 9 points.
Just when you think West Brunswick might be starting to pull away, South just does not. It keeps chipping away. They're not going to let them get too far. Good pass down low. Open shot, no good. Rebound, no good. Abigail comes up with it and then loses it off of her leg.
A nice drive to the basket that time by Locklear. She showed the outside shot. She puts the ball on the floor and gets to the rack, and then a good rebound by Neville, just not able to convert.
I think Logan was surprised at how open she was on that baseline shot there. Rebound doesn't go. Ball tipped out of bounds by South Brunswick. Last touch, stay with Trojans.
Boy, Bria Bond would like to have that one over again. That's a little gimme put back that she probably makes 9 out of 10. Sadly for West, that was the 10th.
Kick to Nibble from the top of the key. In and good.
The funny game, Steve Brand misses a shot 1 foot away, goes out 10 and drains it.
Nice little inbound play right there. Rachel comes away with a 2-shot. A foul right there on Brittany Taylor, her personal foul right there. Going for the steal was just a second too late. 5 team fouls on the Lady Trojans. Abigail with the 3 off the side of the rim. Last touch by the by the Cougars.
Kid's got a nice stroke there, Steve. She was right on the bucket that time. Good release, good follow through, good concentration. Just didn't make it.
She's only a sophomore. She'll have a lot of more games. There. Brittany Taylor for 3. Not the girl you expect to take that shot. She sinks it.
Brittany showing she can jack him up from 3-point strike.
A little frustration foul right there by Corinne. She was just a second late getting to that ball. She reached in there and grabbed the elbow. Number 35, her second personal foul. Travis Getty's going to get a timeout here with 6:20 to go, 46-37. That lead has been spread out to 9 points here. They're going to have to keep it right there if they're going to continue this game.
Well, one of the problems West has had this season is scoring the basketball. They come into tonight's game only averaging 35 points as a team. They got 46 up there right now. We still got 6 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And part of the reason, if not the reason, is that they've had 8 3-point shots here tonight. 24 points from the 3-point line. That's been the huge difference in this game this evening.
Mackenzie has definitely been hot tonight. I mean, she is one of their shooters, along with Leilani and Logan Locklear, and they're dropping tonight. Let's be honest. I mean, she's hitting the shots and she's getting open. They're working the ball around the perimeter very well, and when they have that open shot, if they have it, they're taking it. If it's not there, they're skipping it to the next girl.
And I think Coach Williamson has probably convinced these kids, hey, you know, if you have a good shot, take it. If you make it, wonderful. If you miss it, that's okay, as long as it's a good shot. When you got Brittany Taylor coming in and firing them up from the 3-point line, you know things are going well for you.
Skip pass over the top of the zone, picked off by Abigail. Lady Cougars, 2 shots is going to be coming up for Denisha Thomas. Foul was called on Logan Locklear, her first personal foul.
Well, Locklear was in the right position that time, just wasn't able to get her body positioned correctly, but give credit to Thomas Price for a hard, aggressive drive to the basket.
First half good. And it did look like Logan had position there. She just didn't stand her position. She kind of turned her body and gave with it instead of taking that charge head on.
Now, Thomas Price, a sophomore. Spivey, a sophomore. Satterwhite, a sophomore. If I'm Coach Getty for South Brunswick, I'm not only interested in the rest of this year, but I'm really thinking about next year.
Bria Bond came away there, had the rebound. Looked like she did the double hand dribble and then started to dribble with one hand, and she got caught for the double dribble violation. They're trying to get the ball down low to Corinne. She gets it. I don't know how, but she does. Ball's knocked away. West Brunswick comes away with it.
Good help that time by Allie Ryan. It can really cause that turnover.
That was nicely done right there. The numbers weren't there. Coach was yelling at her to pull it out. Locklear for three, a little bit long. Got numbers, driving all the way, pass across the zone. No foul. West comes away with it and then throws the ball away.
Yeah, I think the Trojans got away with one that time, and Thomas Price was looking at the official.
Looking for the foul, that's for sure. 5:32, 46-38, ball down low, quick pass right there. They do an excellent job getting that ball in. Number 24, Tavasia Satterwhite comes away with it.
Well, let me tell you what she did that time. She caught the ball really, really well and then turned and immediately went up. Tendency is a lot of times for these kids to put the ball on the floor, but most times you just need to go up.
Traveling violation. She started the move before she put the ball on the court.
Well, we've seen that happen frequently here this evening. That's 32, Brittany Taylor.
Wholesale changes for the Lady Trojans.
And Williamson doing a good job of shuttling in players, keeping people as fresh as they can.
And they're back to that zone defense, putting that pressure out on the perimeter. Denying down low, there was nobody there. She had no chance to get that. That was good defense on the Trojans.
Yeah, good step out defense that time by West, and Spivey trying to go inside just with the miscue. Neal was hollering for the basketball down deep.
Bree drives the lane, doesn't come away with anything. Last touch by Bree, and they're going to say it's off of her.
Yeah, tough break that time for Bree because she did establish the good dribble penetration, but she wasn't really in good balance and control and turned the ball over. That's something.
Jump ball. That was nice defense right there by Natira Gore. She jumped right in there with both hands and just locked her up.
Well, Gore, again, we talk a lot about the youth tonight. Only a freshman, averaging nearly 7 points a game and nearly 10 boards per contest. So you go up and down the lineup for both these two schools. There's going to be some good battles in the years to come as these kids continue to get more mature and more experienced.
Ball being worked around the perimeter. Kick back out to Bree. She's got the open shot off the back of the rim. Nice rebound, doesn't come away with it. Bree comes away with the rebound after all. Leilani drives the lane, throws it up and is fouled.
So a couple of things there. First, Small didn't really want to shoot that basketball, but she was really forced to because it was an excellent open shot.
Foul is called on Corinne Ryan, her third personal foul. Leilani will be on the line for 2 shots.
And the second thing is, again, Gore, who is really tough inside and got that rebound and kept it alive for Emile to eventually get a shot.
She's worked very hard on the boards, and even if she's not coming away with the rebound, she's making the ball bounce around, and they're keeping the ball alive.
And there she is right in the middle of it again. Gore's a big kid, too, at 5'10", so.
Bree open for the three, a little long. And Corinne comes away with the rebound.
Not a bad shot, though. And Williamson obviously has given him the green light to shoot the three, and it's been really successful tonight.
Little step back, comes up short, and Gore comes away with the rebound, and then ball's knocked away. Kick back down low, across the zone. Ball blocked. Leilani comes away with it.
Somebody got to give her some help. Okay, the defense went back.
McKenzie's open for three. Long.
I think Benton shoots better when she's further away.
Denise is going to take the three. Nothing but net. Timeout called by South Brunswick. That's a big shot right there with a 43-46. We got 3-point ball game with 3:39 left to go in the fourth quarter.
16 points on the night for the sophomore Denisha Thomas Price, including a pair of threes. And she steps back and puts it up with a lot of confidence in her shot too, Steve.
West had this up to a 9-point lead. South Brunswick came back, has hit some really big shots here, especially the last time down the court, with only 3:39 left to go. What are you thinking? What are you telling your girls if you're West Brunswick? Are you slowing it down, or are you still pushing the ball and trying to get offense?
No, I think they got to play within the context of this offense that they're running, which tonight is featuring a lot of three-point shots. The reason that they're ahead in this game is the success they've had from the three-point stripe. So, and look, let's be honest, again, as we talked about a couple of times, although they've been much better this evening, had a difficult time in hanging on to the basketball. Hasn't plagued them a lot tonight. Part of that is because they've been going ahead and shooting those open three-point shots. I don't see this team as taking the air out of the ball, which is probably a horrible thing to talk about this week, since that's all they talk about is taking air out of balls, right? But I think
not going to pull a Belichick, huh?
Yeah, they'll continue to play as they have the first 3+ quarters.
Ball gets knocked around. Bree comes away with it down in the middle of the box, kicks it out to Yana, and she sinks the 10-footer. West in that zone. Ball kicked around. They find Corinne in the lane. She doesn't have a shot. Kicks it back across the lane, drives, and a nice little layup. Tavasia Satterwhite.
8 points for Satterwhite. Again, a sophomore, goes to the basket with a lot of confidence. That's a
rebound on
good board.
McKenzie, can't put it back in, and the jump ball again.
Boy, Benton, really a good weak side rebound that time. Just couldn't get it to go back in. Her points have come exclusively from the three-point line here tonight.
3-point ball game, 2:50 to go. They work it down to Corinne, turn around, and off the backboard. Beautiful move right there.
Well, you can't let that happen if you're West Brunswick. You have to deny that interior pass. It can't be that easy.
Looks down low for Gore, tips off her fingertips, and they out of bounds to West, to South.
Miscue that time between Gore.
Looked like she was open. She just right off the tips of her fingers.
Yeah, and Bland, and it's a good timeout by Williamson, I think. Again, this game is starting to get away from them a little bit. That big lead is now only 1. And look, how many times this year has West been in a position with, 2:36 to go, and not only in the game, but in the game with a 1-point lead? This is a little different territory for West Brunswick.
This is the crunch time. This is what they've got to get used to, and they've got to keep that pressure up. You can't let that offensive pressure that they've been putting on South Brunswick, they can't let it up. You got 2:36 to go, 1-point ball game. This is what coaches love. It really is. We were talking to Coach Davis. They were on TV on one of the local networks. He said, I will take coaching a 1-point ball game than being on TV anytime.
Yeah, I coached in youth league. I think I got beat every time, so I'm more used to being on television, and that's very simple to me compared to what these guys, these coaches, and these kids are doing out here this evening. All I know is, in 20-plus years of announcing a game, I've yet to lose one, so I'll keep my record that way, all right?
West picks up with the full court pressure. It's beaten by South. Wide open jumper from 10. In and out. No good. Last touch by South.
Good effort that time by the officials. Kind of getting together and looking to see who had the angle, who's got the ball.
They were looking at each other, that's for sure. And the man out at the point pointing, let's go the other direction. So West Brunswick with the ball. 2:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. 1-point game. Yolani drives the lane and gets jammed.
Steve, I want you to run out there and jump up and get that basketball, okay?
The referee gets it. There we go.
He got some hop, man.
Yes, he does.
That ref got some hop.
I like the attempt by the girl from South, personally.
I couldn't have got that ball down if I had an 8-foot 2x4. I mean, I just couldn't have.
Ball inbounds. Bree drives the lane, open McKenzie's three-pointer off the back of the rim, but Gore with the rebound and foul. She had position, put it up immediately, didn't put the ball on the ground, went immediately back up with it, and the foul is called on Tavasia Satterway, her third.
The Tyra Gore is the leading rebounder for this squad, and I think you saw it right there with the great position and the quick putback.
First half good. These are big free throws right here with 2 minutes to go.
Well, and free throws could be the real difference here coming down the last couple of minutes. Both teams get to the line. If you make your free throws, you can win this basketball game.
Both teams with 16 personal fouls here in the second half, so the next fouls, they will be in the bonus and shooting the 1-and-1. Second one's no good off the side of the rim. Corinne comes away with the rebound.
Got to get some help inside.
Good hands by Lana. She comes away with it. Still has control of it. Looking across court, can't make it, but gets the ball back.
Well served to get the ball back outside. And a timeout.
And a smart play by calling the timeout, realizing she had lost her dribble and she was trapped.
She was stuck. That was a good call to retain possession. I don't know how many timeouts West has left. They had to call a couple in a row here in this fourth quarter to kind of stem the tide that was turning against them.
That was a play earlier in their year. They would have tried to have made a pass that wasn't there. It would have been a turnover. You see that she was under control, realized that she was in trouble, smart enough to know I got the timeout in my pocket and I'm going to use it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's a good point, and that's again the maturity and the experience and the development of skills that this team has developed throughout the year. And look, let's be honest, any of these teams, we're into almost the end of January. You expect them to be better than they were back in the middle of November, right? And December when they started playing games. So both these teams tonight giving real good accounts for themselves. I can't imagine that as they move forward the remainder of the season, they're going to be a headache for some teams if they both play like they are tonight. Got to get the ball in bounds.
Ball in bounds. Leilani with the open shot off the back of the rim. You had three girls from West. Unfortunately, they bounced. Oh, ball last touch by South Brunswick. Possession is going to stay with the Trojans.
West very fortunate that time. You want Emile to take that shot. Don't know if you want her to take it quite that quick, but she was open, and that's what they've been doing here tonight.
And Gore's wide open underneath with an easy two.
Gore. Seems to be everywhere.
West keeping the pressure on.
You got to deny this pass or ball inside to Ryan.
4-point game. 1:25 left to go. Ball worked down low, turn around, no good. McKenzie comes away with the rebound.
Ryan didn't get a touch that time.
Yana tries to settle it down. They're putting pressure on. Bree down on the baseline, makes a cross-court pass to wide open Gore for another layup.
5 points in the fourth quarter, 11 overall for the freshman, the Tyra Gore.
Ball working around. South can't find an open shot. The defense is stifling. Ball knocked away. Yana comes away with it, and McKenzie now pushing it up the court. Another layup. Oh, unfortunately, tips off her fingers.
Well, that's one where, given the time and the situation, you're well served to pull the ball back. Gore was open.
She was open. Six-point lead with 48 seconds to go. South needs some baskets, and they need them quick.
Ryan's tired, too. I don't know that she's been out tonight.
Open three, no good. Ball bounces around. Again, Gore.
That's the most important thing.
Fans were so into it, I didn't hear the whistle. The foul was called on number 11 to Chandra Bryant. That puts Leilani on the line for a 1-and-1.
Emil can put this game away if she can make one of these two.
First one's good.
So we now have a 3-possession game by virtue of Lenani Emil making that free throw.
Coach Williamson now is calling the timeout before the second free throw so he can set up the defense, explain to the girls what he is expecting them to do as far as the type of pressure. Obviously no fouls. You don't want to give them the 3 points. What else is he going to tell them at this point in the game?
Well, clearly, you're right. The free throws are very important for both teams right now because Emil's going to go back to the line and shoot the second of her free throws, but you don't, if you're West, you do not want to foul South Brunswick now because they're going to go to the line, they're going to get a chance to score points, and they're going to stop the clock. The clock is the enemy of South Brunswick right now, and it is the friend of West Brunswick. They want to get as much time off this clock as they possibly can, and if they do, they can get out of here with a win.
Coach Williams, the intensity right now is as high as I've seen it all ball game. I think he sees it, he tastes it, he wants it, and he wants it for the girls. You can see that he's really worked hard to get these girls prepared for this, and he wants to make sure they finish it off.
He's a coach, Steve. He is a coach.
Second half now, Leilani is on the line for the second of the 1-and-1. Off the back of the rim, rebound, 25 seconds to go.
Pressure.
Ball pushed up, Abigail not going to take the shot, tries to drive the lane, and she gets fouled. Not what you want.
Not what you want. And I'm sure if you ask Bree after the game, she'd probably tell you the same thing. And Coach Williamson's going to call her over, even though you got 20 seconds left. He's going to remind her. The ball goes in, it goes in. We want the clock to continue to move.
The foul is called on Bree Small, her first personal foul. Abigail Spivey at the line for 2 shots. First one, no good.
Spivey with a 3-point field goal tonight.
Second half, no good, but the ball kicks back out to her. They go down low for Corinne. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to handle it.
Well, and I think part of that maybe is just some fatigue on Ryan's part. I'm not sure this kid's had a break tonight, and it's hard to take her out because she's been so dominant inside.
The Trojans are going to be happy just to dribble this game out. That's a nice little finish right there for the Lady Trojans of West Brunswick coming away in this inter-county challenge.
And Travis Getty doing a very professional thing, too. He knows he's got a 7-point advantage. They're not going to win this game. Let's just get the time off the clock.
It's nice seeing these girls both hugging each other at the end of this ball game. They just went at it for 24 minutes. Actually, what am I saying? 32 minutes they just went at it. And at the end of the game, they're hugging each other. The final score being 54-47. The Lady Trojans of West Brunswick over the Lady Cougars of South. Jay, you have some totals here for us that we can run down.
We do. 6, 8, 10, 11 points for Gore, who had not only the good game from a scoring perspective, but the huge game rebounding. This kid, I don't know how many rebounds she had tonight, but she had a ton. 7 points for Bland, 15 points for Benton, all from the 3-point line. 9 points for Leilani Emil, hit that big free throw here just a couple of minutes ago to set up the 3-possession game, and 6 points, a pair of threes for the freshman Logan Locklear. And for South Brunswick, a wonderful game from Denisha Thomas Price. She finished with 16 points, 9 points for Tashandra Bryant, and another nice effort by the sophomore Satterwhite, 8 points. But just a good, solid effort on the part of West Brunswick. They finally get off the slide. They get their first conference win, and they avenge an earlier season conference loss to South Brunswick.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at ATMC TV and the coverage of the Lady Trojans, ending up finishing off the Cougars of South Brunswick 54-47. We thank you very much for your patronage and look forward to seeing you again.
We are ATMC TV, Channel 3 and HD Channel 910, your community channel.